noticed something in these last 2 weeks of what's going on between Tamar Braxton and Kelly Price, and how they have addressed their core audience in regards to their frustration and comments that are being made about the publicity that they're drumming up about themselves, and how they get onto social media and let us know that, oh, well, I'm not putting out my music because y'all said I'm not this and I'm not that. And then Kelly Price, which I truly respect these women, but Kelly Price comes on there and gets on her social media and wants to call black women a bitch because she doesn't like the comments about people are making about her appearance. Now, granted, I understand it can be very frustrating as a celebrity, always living under the spotlight. I understand that. I'm sympathetic to that. But I think that is an issue with the world always trying to reprimand black women here in America. And you got to be careful as a black woman yourself, trying to step in that space of putting your finger in our face and not doing it in a proper manner, but doing it as if you are like trying to challenge us, as if the whole entire group of women are acting immature. And remember that being an R&B star is not the same as it was 30 years ago. Being an R&B star now means that you're on social media, you're online. That means that you are under an even more higher magnified microscope. So there is a cost to be the boss. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but you do have trolls out here. And black women like Kelly Price and like Tamar Braxton got to be careful of these images and these conversations that you're putting out in the social media, because not only are people listening on the inside within our own black American culture, but other people on the outside that don't mean us well. And what they will do is, you being a celebrity, they will use that against all of us, including yourselves. Politically, they will try to do that in regards to demeaning your character, your even just your role as a black woman. They will ridicule you, regurgitate back what they heard you say. So you got to be careful in this political climate where there's already so much going on with black people. With so many people putting their finger in black women's faces. Let's be careful about that. I'm going to talk about it some more. And also, both of these women have been in the entertainment industry for decades now. First time I heard Kelly Price, my daughter was only a year old, if that. My child is now almost 28 years old. Now, if you cannot navigate this game, it's time for you to hang it up and get out of it.
To avoid everything with Tamar, because y'all kept hounding me. Tamar. My response was, I don't know what happened to the lady. All I know is the lady called me and asked me for Dr. Heavenly phone number because she said 4 teeth was missing. I don't know what happened to the lady.
I didn't go to bed and wake up and my life changed. Jesus on the main line. And I was in the hospital and not okay. So I'm not putting it out. Y'all want it. I'm a bad person. Y'all don't want my music is tired. I was at Northside Hospital. You can call up there and ask them.
Okay, I understand she's frustrated, but that's not a audience problem that she's going back and forth with now on her live with these questions, asking her to give her authentic version of what occurred. And then through frustration, she says, I'm not gonna let it out. I'm not gonna let my new work out. Well, the only people that are consistently checking for Tamar Braxton's work are black women. And that's just to be the truth. Next video, you're going to see why Kelly Price went to social media calling women the B word and getting frustrated with black women. Again, a core audience of her, the only people that are checking for her work. It was in response to people making negative comments on her dress, her appearance, the size of her shoes that she was wearing in this performance on stage. Now, I think she looks great. I think she looks wonderful. I know she's had a journey throughout the years for her weight loss, so let me know what you think after this.
Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist, and you are educated, and you are this, and you are that, and you are the other. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class.
Because I literally earn a living using my words. I've prided myself on being an artist who, though I've been accused of a lot of things, the crazy thing about it is the industry that I work in is smoke and mirrors, and with the right machine behind anything, it's very easy to get people to believe what the powers that be want people to believe about you. But the truth of the matter is I'm not somebody that you've ever seen me running into clubs, getting into fights, and doing all kinds of stuff. I've always done I'm not perfect, but I've done my utmost best to maintain and just no matter what, uphold what it is that I knew that I was taught as a child from my grandparents. Train up a child in the way that they should go, and when he or she is old, they won't depart from it. So I do my best not to try and fall into the trap of social media, because I do realize that there are a lot of people that grow an extra set of testicles, and I'm talking about females too, when they are behind their keyboards and they are on their phones. And a lot of the times they do it because they know they're never actually going to have an opportunity to stand in the face of the person and say what they say under a post to their face. I'm a songwriter first and foremost before I am a singer and a performer, so I'm very, very big on freedom of speech because I literally earn a living using my words. But I'm gonna talk. I need to have a word with this generation, and when I say this generation, I'm not talking about age-wise, because I have men and women who are my age, and some that are a little bit older, that are just as ignorant and stupid as kids that were born less than 20 years ago and did not have the benefit of being taught by the elder generation. Never have to say what they say under a picture or a video of me. Something that is nasty and hurtful, and you want to put it there. You do that because you were, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Before I was saved, I was a black girl born and raised on the south side of Jamaica. So let's make that abundantly clear.
Now, with all of that being said, for both videos, I didn't put too much content in there because everybody should be caught up by now on what occurred with Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton, with her having a birthday party for him. They left the birthday party. Next thing you know, there was rumors that she was with Yandy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta husband, whose name is Mendici, that Tamar supposedly with Mendici inappropriately, and that allegedly all of this now, all of a sudden, it's now alleged that Yandy possibly attacked Tamar, resulting in her losing 4 of her front teeth, the upper part of her teeth, and that Funky Dineva was called upon by Tamar, and he was contacted because she needed Dr. Heavenly's phone number to get emergency dental work. Now, this is all alleged. You just heard from Tamar that supposedly she was in the hospital for 5 days. Now, while the time she's allegedly in the hospital, Funky Dineva had started to get backlash from the bits and pieces that some of the fans were catching, that Tamar had been attacked, and they were thinking that it was drug related. It was something that he did, since they had all seen those two together the last time they went on their social media platforms. Funky Dineva felt like he was going to be blamed for something that he had nothing to do with. So to protect his brand, protect his image, and to protect his reputation, he started to be more forthcoming in his live on the next day or maybe day after, that he had nothing to do with it. He provided too much information, especially since he is a so-called friend of hers. But I've always had my suspicions about Funky Dineva, and I think that's why he never is really that successful when he gets locked into a major brand like Fox, when he was on the show with Claudia and Al Reynolds, the ex-husband of Star Jones that used to be on The View. All right, now it got nasty to where they were going back and forth with each other, and now Tamar says that she don't even want him to even utter her name because he went below the belt. He went to the gates of hell. And as far as Kelly Price is concerned, I feel like Kelly needs to do some work. It was just maybe 2 years ago that Kelly went missing. All of the black people were concerned, especially black women, concerned about not hearing about her. They thought maybe she could have been kidnapped or something happened to her. And so they put out a community all points bulletin trying to locate where is Kelly Price, because people were really concerned. And now this year she got sensitive because people were trolling her through the social media that they didn't like her appearance. Well, you know what? Again, as I stated in the beginning, you've been in this industry, both her and Tamar have been in this industry now for over 30 years. And it's by time that either you walk away from it, get some rest, or you learn how to navigate in this new terrain. Because I understand R&B singers right now don't get as much coverage, media coverage, as like white pop stars or hip hop artists. And so it can be very difficult keeping your brand relevant. But when you are in between those highs and lows of your career and you're working on projects, just like Tamar is working on this project because possibly Mendici was just with them, because I have seen footage of them together in this new and up and coming project she was working on, the one that she says that she's no longer now going to put out. You don't want to have an audience cancel you, and then when you're ready to put that work out, they're not even going to check for it because they feel slighted and disrespected. And especially black American women. Stop talking to us like that. Not only have we gotten this from now Tamar, Kelly Price, conflicts, or have been scolded by these artists, but not only them, but then you also have the R&B singer that went on a tirade saying that black women don't support her, and that's Mooney Long. She said that black women had attitudes, didn't like her, this, that, and the other. But then your brand is this. You don't even want to write songs for non-melanated people. It's just, I feel like these people don't have a lot of training to navigate how to present their work, and also for them to be able to present their work and connect to their core audience. And if something doesn't work out, it's okay, scrap it, but don't tussle with your core audience. And that's what a lot of these artists do. They tussle with black American women. They also have to understand that black American women, we have a voice as a consumer. We have a voice as a public. And our opinions matter. Our voices matter. Our dollars matter. And yeah, So you may feel like, oh, well, black women are coming down hard on you. And some of them can troll. I'm not dismissing that. But for this constant badgering of black women from the music industry, political, even our in our own festivals, things that are supposed to be celebrated for us, we somehow it still is our fault. It's always blamed the black woman, and we're an easy scapegoat because slavery and the system of racism here in America has conditioned the world to think that it is okay to disrespect black women, black American women especially, and it's not. And so you're gonna have to get some professionalism. Keep our names out of your mouth. Again, what you say about us is a reflection of your own self and can be used against you. Please let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be looking for your comments in that comment section. Thank you.